Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be working on 2008 JK two-door. It is the X model. The symptoms that it has are misfire on number 3 cylinder and multiple misfires. So we checked the codes, and that's what came up. I've done a lot of reading on the internet, try to come up with an idea beyond what my initial thoughts were, and they range all over the place. Anything from a simple spark plug to wires, coil, cam bearings. So there are a lot of different opinions out there, a lot of different thoughts. I don't know 100% what the issue is. I do have my thoughts. And we are going to start with the easiest and simplest solution and work our way up from there. My experience has been keep it simple. So we start with the cheapest, easiest parts and go from there. So step number one will be replace the spark plugs. Take it for a drive if it still has misfire, and it's noticeable when you're driving it. It definitely will not accelerate and is misfiring pretty bad. So if it still exists, then we'll go to the ignition coil. I've inspected all the spark plug wires, they look okay. So I don't think they need to replace, but we may replace them as well after we've gone to that point. If it still exists, then we'll get deeper into it. But my guess is it's either spark plugs or wires or coil. So let's see what we can find. So I just removed and replaced spark plugs 2, 4, and 6. They were all way worn, meaning their gap, which is supposed to be 0.50, was 0.55. They looked like they're probably the original spark plugs. One of the ceramic housings on one of the spark plugs was broke, and also this is the end of the spark plug wire on spark plug number 6. That is obviously going to cause a misfire. So I will replace the other 3 spark plugs, 1, 3, and 5. Then we will run and grab a set of wires and see if that fixes the problem. We changed the spark plug wires, got the new ones all plugged in. Then we started it up, and it just flashes the check engine light constantly now and says multiple cylinder misfire, which leads me to think that it might be the coil pack. I'm going to just check all the spark plugs and wires, make sure I plug them in correctly, and then go pick up a coil pack and swap that out, see if that makes a difference. There's not really a whole lot to taking these off. There's just 3 wires on each side on this case. 1, 3, 5. 2, 4, 6, 1, 3, 5. So, hold on a second. I just found a problem. This is supposed to be 5. So before I change this out, now that I have those properly connected, We'll go ahead and start it and see if the light goes out. All right, check engine light went out. I need to tighten up these two exhaust bolts. You can see a little bit of a gap there, and it does have an exhaust leak. So I will tighten up the exhaust and then go take it for a drive. Make sure the light's going to stay off and make sure it works the way it's supposed to. Check the exhaust bolts on this side as well while we're at it. Can't see them from the top, but we'll get down in there and check them out. Well, looks like that took care of it. There was one spark plug, like I said, with the ceramic had broken off. One of the spark plug wires, the end had broken off, and then all of the spark plugs were gapped. You know, probably 65 thousandths. I mean, they were way, you know, way big, but that's just because I think they were original, and this has 179,000 miles on it. So replace the spark plugs, replace the wires, verified that all the wires were hooked up correctly, and check engine light's gone off, no misfire. Take it for a test drive. Everything operates the way it should. No hesitation, no misses. Has really good pickup, so I think that is fixed. Appreciate you watching and supporting us. Like, share, comment below. Thanks.